Well, I've been looking forward to this all day. I really
Yes,
have,
sir.
and so it's good. It's good to be with you. You doing okay?
Yes, sir. I've been looking forward to it as well. As soon as my coach told me, it was I was honored.
Oh, good deal. I appreciate that. Um, do you remember the first race you ever ran?
I do. Yes, sir. Do I want to tell you about it?
Yeah, go ahead and tell me about it.
All right. So, I was in seventh grade, and I originally went to Good Hope, and I was playing football at the time. So we ran at Mortimer Jordan, and I did really bad that race. I wasn't training like I was supposed to. I was playing football, going to football practice every single day, and yeah, I ended up walking a ton of the race. And when I got back in the car, I got a little chewed out for not giving my all, and I think my parents knew that I had more in me than what I put out. So
Mm, mm. So, so, so what did you do with that? Like, where did you go from there? Did you quit football and focus on track, or? And I'm very disappointed that you transferred from Good Hope because that's my alma mater. But
really.
what happened to you after that?
Okay, yeah. So this is the story how I got into running. So I later on that my seventh grade year, I actually broke my arm in a football game, and I was a big basketball player at the time. So my basketball dreams of going to the NBA. I'm playing, but uh, I didn't have anything to do, since I broke my arm. So I kind of took running a little more seriously. So I ended up running, a few miles a day, not much at all, just trying to stay in shape for basketball. And I ended up making it to state my seventh grade year in 4A. So that was, kind of a big milestone goal for me that I had, especially after I broke my arm. So I played basketball all the way up until 10th grade. I moved to Cold Springs in eighth grade whenever I um knew that I could like go take running more seriously, and I knew Cold Springs had a better running program, better running history. So I moved there, and everything's progressed well.
Wow. So listen, I knew Cold Springs had a great, track program. I didn't know people were actually transferring from other places to go there because of that. That's kind of cool. So
Yeah,
what so when did it hit you that holy cow, I can be an SEC runner? I'm I,
yeah,
I'm not only good enough to win races. I'm good enough to run in the Southeastern Conference.
yeah. So um I didn't have much of a eighth grade track season, and we were Cold Springs was really really good. Our my eighth grade year, we had five really good seniors in cross country, and the whole world got shut down after for COVID. My eighth grade track season, so I would say probably like at the start of my 10th grade year. So I took ninth grade, super. I was just trying to make have fun with it. Maybe I could have went somewhere. I was like on the edge about it. D2 maybe. Smaller school. But then I was like, okay. After sophomore year, cross country, I was like, okay, this is gonna be good. So
So what did you do to take yourself to the next level?
yeah. So I started, training a lot different. So I started, really, really doing a lot more intensity, workouts and runs. And instead of, having fun with it, I was like, kind of, I want to win, instead of, just not, I personally think now, I have fun if I'm winning. So that's kind of my mindset. If I'm winning, I'm having fun. If I'm not winning, it's not super fun to me. So I think it's just taking the next step and being more mature. So
Yeah, some people will look at that and they'd go, you know what, that's not healthy. But if you're a winner and you're a competitor, I mean, don't you feel like that's the way you got to be every race?
oh, absolutely. And I don't go out there and train in the 90-degree weather every single day just to lose. So I want to win.
When people line up against you, do you psych them out a little bit?
I mean, I think people are kind of like, especially in the state of Alabama and maybe even Southeast. I think people are kind of like, oh my goodness, he's in my race. So that kind of, it don't always give me confidence. It makes me have a little bit of pressure, but most of the time, I have a lot of confidence, especially when people like, or because whenever I'm trying to like warm up for a race, I'll have, people maybe come talk to me, ask me questions, and I mean I'll answer them, have fun before the race. But I mean, as soon as I'm on the line, it's all business. But I would, but like if I ever go out of like state for a race, in California, a lot of people are exactly like me, so where everybody is kind of just friends there, and everybody until after the race, everybody's kind of serious about it.
Now, how much has that helped you that you've gone outside the state and you competed, against other athletes who are elite like you are?
Yeah, so I mean, I've had the opportunity of going, up to New York and out to California, Portland, Oregon, and I'm super grateful for the opportunity to go to that place. So to go all those places, I couldn't thank my parents, my coach, God, even enough to go to that. But I would say it's like I if I wouldn't have gone out of state for those races, I don't think I could have been this good. And it gives me like confidence of like racing the national level, like going into college as well.
Um, what is it? What is it other than winning that really just fires you up about running?
Yeah, I would say, it's like um just getting better, you know what I mean? Just like getting better every year, you have only your limits, not even like you really it's really your mind is the only thing that's keeping you from um you know holding back, as long as your body and your like your physical health is right. So I would say it's like the ultimate of always getting better if you want to, and if you try like as hard as you can. So yeah.
Well, when you've achieved what you've achieved in high school, and you mentioned the Cold Springs track program as good as it is, I mean, you look at Cold Springs and it's girls basketball and it's track and field. So
Yeah.
you're like big man on campus. How do you deal with that?
Yeah, so um until I've signed and stuff, people are kind of just how's track going, everything like that. But now, since me and my teammate Jaden Allred, he's going to the lead, he's going to D2. um since we're like getting really good, and since the cross country team is getting really good, people are like, oh man, I mean, I really want to try this myself. And some people go out for track, and that might be the gateway to go the cross country, and see who all like really likes it. And it's really not people having the physical aspect, it's really the mental aspect of it, you know what I mean? Like you had to have a certain mentality, I guess, as a runner, because I mean you're getting a lot of miles in the summer, you got to get up early and everything. So yeah, I think it's like more of like the mental aspect, and people wanting to see what all it's about, especially in the the southeast. It's running's a little bit smaller, and like I said, when you go up to like New York, California, Portland, the Nike World headquarters are in Portland, so it's a huge sport there, and everybody wants to do it. So yeah.
So that's kind of your legacy. That's your legacy at Cold Springs. That's what you leave behind because you brought other people like into the program, right? I mean, that's a big, big deal, don't you think?
Yes, sir. And it's obviously not just me. It's our whole team. We went state. I think we went, yeah, back to back to back. We went two triple crowns. So back to back triple crowns in cross country, indoor and outdoor. So, and I think it's our coach Casey Howell too. He's a great mentor for us. He always makes sure we're doing right, and he trusts our body. He's not like your average coach. He that always has a plan to do something. Like if we're not feeling great on a workout or something, he'll let us back off. If we had a hard workout the day before or something, he'll have us do an easy day. And I think that's really everybody working together is what's caused all of our success.
There's a shot of you that I saw with a bunch of medals. You got a bunch of wins, a bunch of records. Is there one record you're more proud of than the others?
Yeah, so I would say cross country state. I ran 14:34 and it was completely solo. And it was my last shot to do it. Uh, and I think that's probably one of my favorites. But I mean, I can't count out the 402 full mile, 4 flat 1600, and the 838 3200 that I ran in California. That was just an awesome trip. Coach Casey Howell, he got to come with me for that one and watch me do it. So he's been there every step of the way.
This is crazy, man. Ethan, how far do you want to take this?
I mean, I I certainly see myself running for a shoe company, so like preferably like Nike, On Cloud, things like that, and the Olympics in 2024, 2028, or not 2024, but 2028 and 2032.
Wow, that's really cool. And as you mentioned a while ago, if you're going to go to the Olympics, if you're going to have fun at the Olympics, it means what?
It means winning and winning that gold.
That's
Yes,
cool,
sir.
man. You're the best. I really appreciate you.
Hey,
Anything else you want to throw in or anything or
I
good?
mean nothing really. I mean, I'm thankful for everybody that supported me through this time, and I couldn't have done it without my teammates for sure. Always making those hard days at practice little bit more fun. When you're sitting there and you still have one more rep left of a grueling workout. It's tough to have fun with it, but we try to lift everybody else or each other up. And yeah, and I can't thank my parents enough for always supporting me. Get me anything I need through this time. And I mean, most of all, I thank God for giving me this gift.
Yeah, you do have a gift. Dude, you're the best. I really appreciate you.